What made this angel fall was pride. And angels, we said, they are spirits made out of fire and light, but they are spirits. So now, what is the human being made out of? Three things. First, Thessalonians 5:23. St. Paul says we're made out of body, soul, and spirit. So there is spirit in us. So now what is the enemy of the spirit? Pride. What is the enemy of the spirit? Pride. What attacks your spirit as a human being is pride. What attacks your soul as a human being? Greed. I'm not going to give. I'm not going to donate. I'm not going to give nothing away. It's all mine. It's all mine. Greed is the enemy to your soul. And what is the enemy to your body? Lust. Pleasures. Having fun. Let's go downtown, brother. Let's go clubbing. That is the enemy. The enemy of your body is lust. The Lord gave a medication to it called fasting. The enemy to your soul is greed. The Lord gave a medication to it called charitable deeds. Give, don't take, don't be greedy. Be charitable. And the enemy to your spirit is pride. The Lord gave a medication to it called prayer. When you pray, you destroy the pride of the spirit. When you give, you destroy the greed of the soul. And when you fast, you destroy the lust and the temptation of the body. Now, don't ever be boastful about yourself. Don't ever take pride when you achieve something good. Don't ever take pride in your looks, in your possessions. Don't ever take pride. Don't ever say, look what I've done. Look what I've achieved. Look at me. Look what I have. Don't ever do that, because the moment you do that, Satan is controlling you. The spirit is in deep trouble. The spirit is in deep trouble. But the problem, when the spirit is in deep trouble, then you are lacking wisdom. I don't have the time. You are lacking wisdom. And the moment you lack wisdom, you will not be able to discern what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is evil, what is light and what is darkness, what is truth and what is lies. You won't be able. And don't be shocked when people behave in this kind of a way, not realizing their right hand from their left, because the moment you lose that wisdom, you are absolutely spiritually blind. Spiritually blind. You won't see your way. You won't even know where you're walking, what you're doing, and what you're saying. You need to be very careful. So when Jacob came wrestling with this angel who is Jesus Christ of Nazareth, and he said, you need to bless me. And he said, walk away. He said, you need to bless me. He said, you better walk away. He said, you need to bless me. He said, you better walk away. You're not up to it. You see, Jacob is thinking that when God blesses me, I'm going to live like a king. And that's how some Christians think when they come closer to Christ, He's going to bless them abundantly. Their life is going to be like living like a king. That's why they come to Jesus. But this is the wrong way you approach the Lord. You don't come to the Lord so He can heal your physical illness. You don't come to the Lord so He can make you rich and get you out of poorness. You don't come to the Lord so He can make you strong and take you out of weakness. You don't come to the Lord to bless you earthly, physically, materialistically. You come to the Lord because the Lord will bless you spiritually before anything else. Spiritually. So what was the stumbling stone for Jacob's spirit to advance? The flesh, Og, the crooked, sinful body. He said, I'm going to rely on my hip. And the Spirit said, go for it, Jacob. Come on, because the Spirit loves pride. So the body says, okay, I'm going to do it. When he came to God, says, bless me. He says, the only way I'm going to be able to bless you is when I break your hip to break that pride that engulfed you. Break the pride that engulfed you. What kind of a wrestling match was it between Jacob and the angel, who was Jesus Christ, who was God? What kind of a wrestling match was it? We'll continue next week. Told you we're going to finish early. So now I can talk, so you're not going to finish that early. The spiritual struggle between Rachel and Leah. The spiritual struggle between Rachel and Leah. Rachel, the world. Leah, eternal life. Rachel is this world. Don't we all chase this world? So many people, all that they think of is how I live, where I live, what kind of a lifestyle I should have, what kind of a house, what kind of a car, money, dreams, ambitions, going, coming, flying, holidays, eating, drinking, dancing. That's all they think of. Materialistic, tangible world. My beloved, this world laughs in your face at the beginning, but then makes fun of you at the end. At the beginning it welcomes you and says, come my friend, you need to enjoy life. You deserve it. You're so good. You're so beautiful. You're so handsome. Don't ever listen to no one else but yourself. And this is the 21st century that we live in. The 21st century world says to you, all you need to care of and think of is you, no one else. Think about yourself. Live for yourself. And this is where psychology fails. Yes, psychology is good to somewhat degree, but then if you don't use the Christian basis and incorporate it with psychology, you'll end up teaching the person to be selfish. Because how will you come out of this depressing, moment? Think of yourself only. Looks like you've been thinking of others. You have, deprived yourself from so many good things. You spend all your time for others and you gave yourself nothing. From now on, think of no one but you. Dangerous if we focus on it always. That is against the Lord. So now what do we need to do? I need to come and think for a moment. Okay, I'm going to go and have fun. I'm going to dress the way I want. I'm going to dance the way I want. I'm going to talk the way I want. I'm going to choose people the way I want. I'm going to live the way I want. I'm going to go and come the way I want. But at the end, where are you going to end up? The world at the beginning makes it honey. At the end, nothing but poison. I went and I had fun. And then I ended up being enslaved to the very things that I chased initially. I went as an innocent young man and woman out of the house into the club. The first time was a shock, a culture shock. The language different, the environment different, everything different. But after going, the 100th time there, I became part of it. I mastered it. And before I realized, I became a drug addict, alcoholic, with a lot of men, with a lot of women. Destroyed my life. And the end of this journey, when we chase the world, the end of the road is the grave. The world laughs into your face and makes it beautiful in order to lie to you and laugh at you at the end and bury you.